guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, I know I've gained quite a few subscribers recently. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate each and every person that is subscribed, and if you are new, leave me a comment in the description box. I love responding to comments. It's something that's just fun to do and makes me feel like I'm getting to know everybody that's watching the videos. Today I want to talk about time management and productivity as a mom, my struggles with it, and some tips for how I'm tackling it and how I'm getting better every day at managing my time and being more productive. Now, just to kind of give you a background, is I'm not a type A personality at all. I am definitely type B. So this is something in an area that I've really struggled in as a mom and as a stay-at-home mom and as a homemaker and a wife, is just feeling accomplished, feeling productive, and actually being productive. And so I have been working on this for quite a few years. My background is that I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years, like didn't work outside the home at all. And then for the last about 3 years, I've worked minimally outside the home. So right around like 10 hours a week. So even though I'm working outside the home, most of my time is spent here managing my day, managing my time as a stay-at-home mom with my kids and my kids' schedule. And sometimes, guys, that can be really overwhelming. It can be kind of disheartening because it feels like you're digging yourself out of, a sand pile that just keeps caving in. And I am a person, I've said this before in my videos, a lot of my finance videos, that I can easily be overwhelmed. I think that just admitting that to you all, that maybe that there's some other people out there who, for no apparent reason, it's just day-to-day normal life stuff for everybody else, it can seem overwhelming to you. And that's kind of how I can become. And so I started working on this area of my life, knowing that I wanted to do better at managing my time and being productive. And I want to share with you what's been really working for me. Now, again, this is something that works for my family. This tip I have for managing your time and being more productive is to plan. Now, planning is not something that comes naturally to me. It's just not something that is my first go-to. I don't love living by a schedule. I like planning fun things like birthday parties and vacations, but my day-to-day planning kind of struggles. But it's something that as I do it, I see how much more productive I am, how much better I'm managing my time, and so it's become a staple in my routine to plan. So you don't have to have like a great planner. You don't have to have, top of the line. You can get a planner from the Dollar Tree, a planner from Walmart. Keep a calendar. You can plan in your phone. Use that little note section. Use your calendar in your phone. And I'm talking about like simple planning, not like Easter egg stickers and backgrounds and all of this stuff. I'm talking about like writing down appointments for kids, writing down when you need to be at car pickup, when they have a baseball game, when you're in charge of snacks, when you have mops, when your car insurance is due, when your car needs their oil changed. There's so many things that go on in this life that you have to have a calendar. I lived for so many years thinking, oh, I'll remember that. But we are not like Wonder Woman. We cannot remember everything as moms with meeting all the day-to-day needs of kids. Definitely we need to keep a calendar and we need a plan. And so I use, the happy planner, like I said, and you can use whatever kind of planner. You can use a blank sheet of paper, but just have a calendar somewhere in your house that you can see what you have going on. And then take some time to do the planning. So whether it's 30 minutes on Sunday night, that's when I do mine. On Sunday nights, after my kids go to bed, I sit down, I look at my week ahead, and I really take time to plan. I look at what days are kind of, full of out of the house activities, and I don't make a list of high productivity items for that day. I give myself a break because I need to be realistic in the fact that I'm not going to get, the dining room spring cleaned, organize my kids' closet, do 3 loads of laundry, and film 8 videos if we have a doctor's appointment and a baseball game. So I look at the days that are going to be most productive. I make a plan for those days, and I don't do like an hour by hour schedule. For me, that's just not real life. I don't know what's going to be happening at 9, if, you know, this one needs a snack or that one forgets his lunchbox or, you know, whatever. I just make a general list. So somewhere when I'm planning out my week, I'm planning out my days, I'm going to show you like a completely blank one, but I would just put like a little list, okay? What do I want to accomplish that day? And I do that for mostly every day. And that can change. Like that changes sometimes throughout the week. Things become more important. And maybe the list is 10 items long. I prioritize the top 3. If your baby is out of milk and you know they're going to need milk, or your children are on their last pair of underwear, which it has happened in this house, then you know that laundry and a grocery store run are 2 of your top priorities. And then pick something else, you know, maybe your electric bill is due the next day. Put a star by those items on your list and know that those are the only things that you have to do that day. Those are the have-tos, those are the musts, those are the priorities. And I think that when you do that, it looks like a little bit less overwhelming. You can clearly see what you need to do, what your top priority is, because we can easily get sidetracked. So make sure you plan and prioritize. Another thing is just put down the electronics, guys. TV, iPad, cell phones, Facebook, Instagram, phone calls, all of it can just become so overtaking, and it can just become all consuming in our life. And I love I love YouTube. I'm not a huge Facebook fan. I like Instagram. I love watching certain shows in the evening with my husband. I love to relax. I like, you know, to read my Bible, do my devotions and all of those things. But if your plan for the next hour, or you know that you need to get things done, don't get on Facebook. It just keep clicking and clicking, y'all. So just try to, you know, set aside time to do that. Like in the morning, I wake up, my first probably 30 minutes of the morning, I make my coffee, I get my kids breakfast, and for 30 minutes, I sit down and I just let myself catch up on YouTube, look at Facebook, see what sales are in my inbox, do all of those things, and then I have to be done for that point in time. And then I'm done until my younger son goes to school, or I'm done until the evening when my husband's home. And I try not to, yes, I check my phone during the day and I text a friend and I look on Instagram or upload a video, but I try not to be constantly looking, constantly checking my phone, because then I notice that like my productivity just dwindles and dwindles. So try to set aside time for your electronics. And if it's not a time where, if it's a time where you know you shouldn't be on them, just set them down. Just set them down and pull yourself away from that and get the things that you know are important for your family done and you need to do for your family and all of that. So my third thing would be is to have an idea of the fun things you want to do. Now, I'm not suggesting like, oh, at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna, you know, play blocks with Sandy. Or at 2 o'clock, I'm gonna take John on a walk. I'm just saying, like, have an idea. Like, I wanna spend one-on-one time with my older one today. Or I want to make sure to get the kids outside for an hour. Or we wanna take a walk or go for a bike ride. Write those on your list, guys. That is so important. It's so important to make sure that you're not just looking at if your floors are swept, if your bills are paid, if there's groceries. I mean, those things are all super important, but it's also important that your family has you too, and making sure that you make it a priority to spend time with them. That is being productive, guys. You know, it definitely is one of those things that I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for doing fun things or doing things that we enjoy or connecting and making relationships. Another thing I want to say is find something that motivates you. I have always done the 10-minute like tidy where I set the timer for 10 minutes and just ran around the house like crazed in order to just get things done. More like spontaneous productivity. Like, okay, everybody's quiet right now. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes and I'm going to go crazy. But do something like that. If you have 1 hour in your day, you do. If you know you do, I know you do, you know you do. I didn't want to believe that I did it, but oftentimes I will do a power hour. You know, now that I'm filming and YouTube, they've become really popular on YouTube by Style Mommy XO. I will link her in the description box, and I have some power hours on my channel. Just set the timer for 60 minutes and just go to town. Set your kids up with a movie, a book, an iPad. It's okay, guys. If that's what you need to do in order to keep them entertained for a little bit, put them in a centrally located area to use so you can keep checking in on them. And go to town, or use nap time. After they go to bed, use an hour, you know, kind of tell yourself, you know what, if I do this for an hour, I can sit down with a cup of coffee. If I do this for 10 minutes, I can, you know, paint my nails. It's like a reward system, you know, so find something that motivates you, whether that be like, if I do this task on my list, then I can paint my nails because that's something I want to do. It sounds so silly, you know, but motivation works, guys. We have to reward ourselves. Even as mamas, we have to feel like we are getting somewhere. The fourth thing I would say is give yourself credit. So give yourself the credit that you are due. If all you did that day, and I don't mean all you did, but I mean, I have been there. I have been a stay-at-home mom where I feel like all I did all day was feed children, change diapers, clean up spills. That is being productive. You are nurturing your children. You are, you know, taking care of them. You're caring for them. You are making sure they're clean, making sure they're fed, making sure that, you know, they have love and attention. And that is productivity. If you at the end of the day need to reevaluate what you've done and write down those things, changed 8 diapers, that is something that needs, you know, that can be on the list if that helps you to understand that there is so much value in that. So, you know, now that I don't have tiny ones at home or independent, my, you know, strides toward more productivity are mostly in the area of getting things done, getting things clean, getting things organized, paying bills, you know, doing those tasks that I really don't want to. But there is a season of life for home productivity, and then there's a season of life where you need to give yourself credit for those things. If you only got your top 3 things done on your list today, that's amazing and incredible. And understand that you need credit for that. And so I hope that this just motivated you guys all to be a little bit more productive today. If you have any questions or, you know, just need any encouragement, leave me a comment below. I know that sometimes being a mama, being a stay-at-home mama, and feeling like you're accomplishing things during the day is a rough place to be in. I was there, and some days I still am. And I really, really thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.